Hello guys, welcome back, konnichiwa, herzlich willkommen. So guys, I want to give you here an update on Google Alphabet Incorporated, trading here on the Nasdaq. Yeah, we have now here a price of 165 US dollar, and the question is this now a stock to buy and for this price, or should you better be careful here and wait for the next dip? I give you all the information here based on my chart patterns, and everything what I say here is of course not financial advice. Yeah, overall guys, Google is here in a super strong uptrend. I mean, there is honestly nothing to worry about here. When we see where the price started here, let's just maybe go back the last 10 years, 2015, somewhere here in the $25 range, and the all-time high just was in a few weeks ago here, $207. There is honestly nothing to worry about, but the question is, where is the, let's call it the best price to buy, to make the maximum or to maximize your profits here in the long term. So what we can see, I don't like to use EMA lines for my trading strategies. It's a helpful tool, but it's not very reliable. Why do I say that? Because when we see here the EMA lines, and for example, this black line here is the moving average of 200 days. Yes, it looked like we have a support here when the corona pandemic shakeout happened here in 2020 March. But as I said, when we go back here to 2022, 2023, you can see that we traded here below this line for a couple of weeks. So not a very point to watch where a potential support is waiting. So what I do is I try to identify the algo trading patterns here for many stocks on my channel. And this helps to identify where the potential buy-in price levels are waiting, or at least the exit price levels. So both, it works in both directions. So let's check that here for Google, guys. So also what we can see when we start here with the weekly chart, that Google is responding here on the RSI. So every time when we have here an oversold RSI, we see something like a technical reaction, and this is where we are right now. Again, we have now here an oversold situation with a small pump here, a small technical reaction. So we know that there is also some kind of support. Now the technical reaction in total was 8%. This is good for a stock with $2 trillion market capital, but we also have the situation only, or not only because the RSI is oversold, means that the stock is always going up, as we can see here in this trading phase, guys. So that's why I want to show you my chart pattern. It's a very simple and flat chart. This is what I identified here for Google, guys. So let's talk about the price levels and why I make this video right now, because we are sitting here at the edge of seeing the next price go to the upside or even a sell-off. What I usually doing, guys, Google is a stock which is, in my opinion, a very good stock for a long-term investment. If you are happy with 20, 30, 40% profits in a couple of months or years, then Google is a good stock to buy, in my opinion. But we have also stocks which are much more volatile in the market with high squeeze potential, and this is my main mission, or one of my missions here, to predict short squeezes, guys. I do that every week, and we had just yesterday here a 324% short squeeze. So what I'm doing is I always post these short squeeze tickers here. This is my I have these stocks in my pocket, let's call it like that. So I have a program which is identifying the market for short squeeze stocks, and these stocks I present here on Patreon. And this, for example, here, this squeeze happened yesterday, 324%, but I already mentioned that ticker 3 days ago. So I said already here to my members that we have a high potential short squeeze coming here. I also calculated the date range. So this yellow box here shows when I expect the stock to squeeze. The blue box here shows where I expect the price to come, a retest zone, because the stock, of course, had a sell-off before. And as I said, the video release date was this day here, and then 1, 2, 3 days later, guys, we had a 324% squeeze. So I predicted that quite on the spot, guys. That was just 3 days delay. And the same week, or 1 week before, it was the same, guys. I posted this ticker here on Patreon, 20th of March, was one of my swing trade tickers here. And you can also see this is just a quick snapshot here. Of course, you don't see all the price levels, which I explained for my members, but you can see this was the date when I released this ticker. 1, 2, 3 days later here at the 4th day, we had a 322% squeeze, and also the price levels have been on the spot here, guys, with the exit and entry price level. So that's why I say this is my mission. I cannot never give you a guarantee, guys. I'm not a market maker. I cannot know which ticker squeeze when, but A lot of things are predictable. That's why I give you also here my Google prediction. But if you also want to see those hidden short squeeze stocks, then you can join us here on Patreon. Here the full package membership is the most popular membership which I have. Every day new members joining in, guys. We're growing here very quick. You also get access to my trading tutorials, member FAQ section. So for beginners and advanced traders, I cover here a lot of questions, a lot of trading strategies and techniques are included here, guys. The link is patreon.com/blackbelttrader, and of course also available here in the video description. So for beginners and advanced traders, guys, I recommend you to join us here on Patreon. So Google, guys, let's talk about Google. Very simple chart pattern. Google is trading here in a uptrend channel pattern. That's why there is nothing bearish about Google. But if we see a rejection right now, I give you the details here in a second, guys, we could drop to $127. If we see a market crash, which is not happening right now. We have been very close to that, guys, 2 weeks ago, but the market recovered from that. But I expect the market's crash to happen maybe in the third quarter of 2025. I will give you here my update, of course, on the channel as well when that happened. But for now, we still have a bullish market structure, and that could mean that we have now here the perfect dip for Google, guys. Yeah, in case of a market shakeout, let's talk about the bear scenario first. Yeah, in case of a rejection of a market shakeout, Google should retest here the bottom line of the trend channel. We can see that this stock has some support before. So what does that mean? We're creating here higher lows, so we can see that we have here some temporary support waiting. That means that maybe somewhere here in the $150 range we have our support for Google before we start to see new all-time highs. I personally, guys, for my personal trading strategy, and especially because I would buy this ticker here for a long-term investment, I would just accumulate my positions as soon as we touch the bottom line of this trend channel or even come lower. The strongest support zone which we have is between $100 and $82 here, this green box. But of course, for now, I don't think that Google will come down like that. But the lowest potential price which we have based on this algo trading pattern is here waiting at $128, $130 here in this range, depending of the day, guys. If we see now here a support, so if we can regain here strength over this, yeah, let's call it middle trend line. Yeah, this is something here like this, guys. If Google can get support over $169, we don't need to drop like that. We can, of course, anytime build new all-time highs. So the price target which I calculated here for Google in the upcoming weeks is between $213 and $214. You can see my Tesla videos here on my channel, guys. Just, zoom out for a few weeks and check the Tesla videos. I also predicted exactly the price targets for Tesla, and Google should test $213 to $214, and then maybe, guys, we see here a bigger crash, a bigger sell-off. But you can see based on the time and day, the Google price, the lowest price should be here in the $140 to $150 range. This is what I can tell you here right now based on the chart. So we have this very flat and simple pattern, which means, guys, every price here, in my opinion, between $145 and $130 is for now a very, very good buy-in price for Google. This is my opinion here based on the chart, not financial advice, guys. Price goal to the upside $213 before we might see a bigger correction. Yeah, guys, if you want to copy here the price levels of my chart, it's a very flat chart here. You can, of course, use the same program which I use for all my videos and all my trades, which is called TradingView. So the screen which you see here is called TradingView, guys. And if you want to get that program for yourself today to also, or even if you want to copy here my drawings, guys, then you can get here a $15 discount link. This special TradingView discount link is available in the video description, and I recommend the premium tier. This is also what I use here for all my videos. So my friends, that was my update video here on Google. I hope that was helpful. If you don't want to miss any updates, please hit the like and subscribe button right now. I thank you so much for your time. Thank you for your support, and see you in the next video. Arigatou gozaimasu. Vielen Dank, alles Gute und bis zum nächsten Video. Take care. Bye bye, guys.